Hello, my friends. How are we doing? Welcome on in. Happy Monday. Lovely to have y'all out here. Highs, hellos, howdies, good days, welcomes, heyos, yos, hellos, highs, all of them, all of the aboves. Annabelle, how we doing? Helen, how we doing? Manita, what's going on? How we doing? Anima, what's going on? Tay, how we doing? To Robin, welcome on in. Spotty or Yeti, we got Dot, a bunny, must love bomb. Jordan, how we doing? Lizosaurus, I saw you in here with the 45 months. Thank you so very much. Jenna, how we doing? Hope you had a good day so far. It's been a pretty good day. It's no complaints over here. Joshua, what's going on? How do you do the leaves, your custom trees? Try and think about making airy, like, spaces around the branches and I try and just study trees IRL, to be honest, and go off of that. Drummer Joey, what's going on? What's up, my dude? Kex, hello. Waffle, how we doing? Sniper, what's up? Abby, Distraught Potato, what's going on, my friends? How we doing? Click that like button. A little cheeky like on the stream helps me out a ton, so I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much for the early crowd for doing that. We got 340 people in here, and we are currently at 180 likes. So half of you have done it. Half. Well, I'll take half.
Happy 25 months.
Well, come on in.
Less than 3.
Highs. Hellos. Nighttail Builds, thank you so much for the 10 months, my dude. And Menina, thank you so much for the 25 months. I really do appreciate it. True Masonry, welcome on in. How are you? I'm good. I got a good workout in today. Had a pretty busy but fun weekend. Gotta do a lot of stuff. All that good stuff, so you know it's super fun. Enjoying the milder temps? I am so far. Yeah, I am so far. And I'm currently waiting on I started a new yard project yesterday out there, so I might have to run at some point during the stream just to, because I have somebody dropping off
fWhip stream on my early
like
work day.
250 square feet of gravel. So I'm gonna they're supposed to be here sometime. It was between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. today. So whenever they get here, I might need to step away for a few minutes to help direct where they need to drop all of that off. So yeah, but yeah, so you know, super fun new projects after stream today. I'll probably just get to go shovel gravel until I want to lay down and not do anything. We're just cleaning up the path behind. We have like a path into our backyard that kind of connects the deck to the backyard. It gets kind of gross and mucky in the rain and all that, so I just wanted to like clean it up and make it look a lot nicer and everything. Get some gravel down to hope it drain a little bit better in the weather and all that, so should be good. Drummer Joey, thank you for the 5 months, my dude. Stream on my early work day. Can't wait to get home and stream some Minecraft myself. Hey, enjoy the work day and enjoy the stream later. Travis, thank you so much for the 2 years, my dude. I really do appreciate that. Get a rake, it'll spread much easier than a shovel. Well, I got a shovel out to get it around and then rake to go from there. So, you know, you gotta shovel from big pile to little piles and then use rake to shovel to clear out from the little piles. That's my plan, at least. We'll see how it goes. Building in Minecraft and IRL. Yeah, IRL terraforming, exactly. This is like the first step, and we got our new garden beds, so I'm pretty excited about those, but that means I now need to actually figure out how to flatten out a space for the garden beds to sit, because that's turning out to be a little bit more annoying than I thought it would be. So that's been fun, but yeah, that's kind of where it's all going. Or be like my dad and use big tractor. I wish I had big tractor. That'd make it so much easier. I don't have big tractor. How the dogs feel about it? Coda very much loves to dig. Coda yearns for the mines. He very much would love to be in a mine and dig to his heart's content. As many kickies as he can do. If you still have drainage issues over laying, you might consider doing a French drain. Yeah. We've got a lot. We have a lot of elevation on our property. Like we're kind of on a slope, so it's not too bad. But I'm just trying to get it so that like the dogs will have a little gravel to walk on before they get to the house, so their paws get a little cleaner and it'll just look nicer than it did before. How do you enable anti-aliasing in Minecraft? It's under the video settings. It's in there in vanilla. Have you ever tried building a modern city in Minecraft? I got like 3 buildings in and said I don't like doing this. I'm waiting to get mulch. I'm not excited. Yeah, that was us. We covered our entire backyard for dogland in hog's fuel when we first moved in, and that was not a fun experience of moving that all around the property. That was like, I think we got the absolute minimum that a truck would deliver without getting like an extra like delivery fee on it, or like as much as they required so that they would deliver it. And I think it was like 250 yards of hog's fuel, and that was just, which if you don't know what it is, it's basically just like, it's just basically like a really, really broken down bark or like wood chips type thing. No hog is actually involved in it outside of the machine that churns up the trees is called a hog. But yeah. What do you use a mod when you build in survival? When I'm building in survival, I'll use Lightmatica to help like get schematics in, but there's no mod for actually like making builds in survival. I do a lot of my planning and creative first. He's made a cyberpunk city one time in one of the SMP series. Yeah, Legacy SMP season 1, we did cyberpunky stuff, but I don't think it was really true cyberpunk looking back on it. You say 250 yards. Yeah, no, that was a pain in the butt to shovel. Yeah, no, Liz, that was not a fun few days. Our neighbor came over and was just like, do you guys want help? And we were like, yeah. So that was a big one. That's a bigger yard. Well, it kind of just, you pack it up. Well, 250 yards if you're covering flat, but we pack it in a few inches, so it doesn't cover a whole 250 yards. Because that's if you like layered it just barely tiny. So it didn't actually. Oh, speaking of which, now I just got a text that my order is, oh, now the delivery window is open until 8 p.m. today. Okay. Fun. Let me see. I'm going to track the delivery real quick. -5 yards. I don't know, man. Oh, wow, they're on their way now. Oh. 4 stops away. Arrive between 1:10 and 2:10 p.m. Okay, so we can do that. It'll probably be about the end of stream then. Yeah, it was a lot. Our yard isn't that big. Actually, we do have a fairly big yard though. But a lot of it is covered in trees and things, so we can't actually use it because I want to keep the nature there. So it's a little just different, but is what it is. We should probably do some Minecrafting though before it gets too late. That's not Minecraft, that's a black screen. That's Minecraft. What Axiom tools do you use for terraforming? A lot of the shape tool, like placing in shapes and things, I find is my go-to one for terraforming. What I need to do is, because I textured this in survival, like all of this, I just can't remember where I ended it. I need to bring a schematic of that over to here to replace everything. Ever use a scythe? I actually never have. I never have. But what I wanted to kind of focus on today was this building and this building to get started. And then I would like to figure out the plaza here. I think it'd just be kind of fun to do something. I was kind of thinking we could make some sort of a design with a tree. And if we were to take like, I don't know. We need to make a circle first. Actually, let's find the center of it. And we can do that here. So we can go in here and there to there. And that. Where's the center? Oh, the center's there. And then we're going to go with. Can I not do a new line? Can I split? Is that. How do I. Oh, and then I left click and then I can make a new line here. And we're going to go here to here. And we're going to go here. I guess it'd probably be like back to there. So our center is somewhere about there. And so let's center it off of this door. And we're just going to call this our middle block. Does that look middle enough? feel like it needs to come over too. Does that look middle enough? That looks pretty middle. I think you need a pony there, like a horse on the ground. A horse could be cute. Or do we think this? It's pretty middle. Yeah, I think we want to go with this one to the farthest option. And then we can clear all of them. And then we need to go off of this guy. We're gonna go with a flat disc. That's not, wait, that's not centered anymore. That. How did the disc get off center? It's definitely weighted one more to that side than it is this side. Oh no, don't do that. I don't want, oh, I just deleted it. Whatever. Rotation, reset. Isn't that? Oh, I can't see it in this view. That does not, I'm going to change this to smooth just so we can count. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's because we need to go. There we go. That's centered now. Do we want that big? I kind of like the idea of having a little border along the edge of it. Can you make it hollow and it's just the ring? You can. Oh, I love this tool. Boop,
Nice to meet you.
Ah.
It's been a while, but with
Eggs, thank you so much for the 42 months. I thought that was like but with, and then I was no, nope, but whoop whoop. We'll take that outside one there too.
Pleased to meet you.
Circle. Eggs with the 42 on Twitch and 41 on YouTube. Thank you so much. Okay, and then we're gonna keep this guy right here. But my plan is, if we can, I'd love to do some like probably it'll be deep slate. Trying to make this look like roots.
Start the stream with a donation? Why not? Good luck, fWhip, expanding the city of Path. And how was your day so far?
XZ, thank you so much for the donut, my dude.
Pleased to meet you.
I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
2 months. Happy to be here. Hope your day is going well.
Eddie, thank you so much for the 2 months as well. Yeah, I'm doing good today. I'm having a good day so far. I definitely got a lot of stuff I need to do later, but it's been good. I'm happy to just jump in. I've been really looking. We've done Creative Minecraft Monday for the last few weeks, and I was just really looking forward to it again today. So I think it'd be cool. I've just been excited to want to get back into creative building again. If we go this way with this guy, I think we could squeeze another branch in here. We'll texture it more and stuff later, but I'm just trying to get. Does that kind of look like a tree? What video's out on Thursday? It's going to be about a villager trading hall. Could you put a fountain or well in the middle? I don't want to, because it's so skinny through here that if we put a fountain or well, it would completely block the ability for like carts and wagons to move through.
Pleased to meet you.
It's kind of the thing that I'm stuck on. But I'm trying to recreate like a smaller version of this tree is the idea here. Let's move it all down so it's just like in there. Obviously, we're going to texture it with things. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea. I feel like that is like a little too light. So I think we might actually have to go for... Under here. Oh, right, glass storage. Maybe lengthen the trunk a little bit. It is only 4 blocks, so yeah, let's move all of this down. We'll give it a 5th. We have more space to occupy in here anyways, so we can do that. See, I would say that we can use tough as like a... almost like leaf. But I also feel like I want to use tough as like texturing outside this space too. Well, then we could theoretically... Hey, Stam, how we doing? Almost a sigil in the ground? Yeah, pretty much. Pale. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. And then we can go with... We have deep slate. And then I think... Deep slate, iron, or coal could potentially work. No. What about deep slate lapis? Is that too bright? That's really bright. That could be... I feel like if I were to build this tree again, I would do a lot of this, like, I would do pale oak for a lot of the trunk instead of what we have with the acacia and tough and cyan terracotta in there. Resin is going to be too bright because that's bright orange. We're trying to make like a monotone version of something that would kind of symbolize the tree. I don't think the deep slates work. If it's just like a general idea of it, then it still works. It still works. On the lap. Maybe you can add glow lichen on the lapis to tone it down. That could work. What if we did... No, I think the blue works a lot better. We would need some glow lichen in here anyways, dude. Glow lichen's really bright.
Pleased to meet you.
How it's going today?
Felix, I think. Thank you for the 4 months, my dude. It's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. Hope you're doing well. Use this as like a highlight almost. Try and give it some artificial depth of sorts. Yeah, hardcore video coming this week. Bottom looks too empty. Yeah. We'll add some more to the bottom. The cobblestone is all gonna be replaced most likely.
Pleased to meet you.
Alex, thank you for the 4 months. And Daphnis, thank you so much for the 10 months. I really appreciate it.
Good evening.
Yeah, the blue is a little rough. We probably need to replace that. We could try and doing that as like just... That's too much. Something like that. Did you stop playing on the SMB? No. I'll be back on Misadventures soon. I've just been taking a little break and focusing on hardcore for a few. Purple fog effect. I don't think it would look good being able to just like see through it and get a lot of depth. I think it could look cool, but I think it would really take me out of the idea that this is like just a stone mosaic on the ground. Is the thing I'm more worried about. I don't know. Maybe this could be like a little shadow underneath the leaves. Amethyst for the trunk? I feel like that'd be too bright. Like this right here, I don't know. We're gonna cover it with some market stalls and things and whatnot later. So I'm not like super worried about making it perfect. Thoughts on a border being our chiseled tuff instead? Is this 2 on par? I feel like that makes it blend a lot. Amethyst would be a pretty sound walking over it. It would be a pretty sound. But if you look at Amethyst here, it's just like... just so vibrant. I feel like that's too vibrant. Does have pretty sound though. We can use the side texture of Silk Touch Deep Slate to make a little bit more variety into what we have here though. I like it looks good with the chisel border. Yeah, because we'll texture a lot of this out here too. Will look much more probably like, where's a good example? I feel like if we do that, the tuff's gonna blend in too much. So this might honestly just be dead coral and whatnot out on the sides. Dark prismarine. I feel like that's not the right color for what we have up here, just with that's all magenta, I believe. Maybe not. But let's go with, let's do the outside real quick and just kind of start some blending areas. Saying that like some of this is gonna just be some dead coral that stretches. We'll go through the pain of having to harvest up more dead coral. And then we also need a lot of stone and andesite. A lot of the cobblestone is going to be gone. This side over here, we can also get a little bit of moss because we have the grass there, so it kind of makes sense. On all the middle stuff, we kind of just do this like stone and andesite mix to show like the different directions that people are going, so we can kind of force a little bit of that up here. Oh, this is all going to turn into that mud, so we'll actually leave that for now. I don't know. I can't remember how far down here I've actually textured in the world, so we'll just send it up here because I want to have to redo things I've already done, you know? start to actually blend a few of these things in here, it does look better. I'm in the house. I think the stone bricky areas need a little bit more work.
To many more months.
Country Bell with the 3 months. Thank you so very much. Purple coral. Have to have water to keep it alive. Coral. I think again too vibrant. Yeah, it'd be cool, but it'd be way vibrant. Yeah, these are all just mud throughout here. Oh. We'll just have this kind of transitioning between the two there, and that'll be fine. Easy. Cherry log? Cherry could. It's not a bad shout. I think, again, it just stands out too much. I still think basalt is my favorite that we've done so far, because it sticks into that bluey tone. We definitely need some cracked stone brick. Definitely need some mossy stone brick. Oh my god, I forgot about pale moss too. You have a few spots along the edge where maybe paint's worn off and it's kind of a cracked brick up here. Give it a little bit less like exact to the border, you know?
fWhip streams are the best. Change my mind.
Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's lovely to have y'all out here. Ooh, clap.
Greetings from Germany.
That's way too
you
dark.
Look Soccer Club World Cup.
Fieldy, thank you so much for the 8 months, my dude. I'm excited for the World Cup to come to Seattle. I'm hoping. I don't care what game it is. I just want to go to one game. I'm so hoping to get in through the raffle. Maybe down here we could have a little, to kind of showing the roots are a little darker underground. I'm so hoping to get to at least one World Cup game. That would be so fun. Mud, I feel like I want to stick in monotone. I want this all to, and we're obviously we have low green with the moss in here. But outside of the green, I don't really want to introduce too much.
Keep it real.
Crying obsidian might work well for the drunk.
Isn't it really contrasty? Yeah. That's so bright. In theory, though, like if it was a little duller, that could look really cool. Because like that, though, that stands out so much. What we could do, though, because, you know, we're fancy like that now. No, that looks stupid. No need to be fancy with it like that. We could, though, for cardinal directions. I don't know, kind of cool. Do like that. That's kind of cool. Respawn anchor. they look like uncharged? Do they actually look empty? I never use these. No, they don't.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh. Is that the creeper fridge behind you? Yeah, it is. I'd never turn it on though. It's too loud. It picks up on the mic. It's purely there for decoration. Monshni, thank you so much for the 7 months, my dude. And Slurpy Koala, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate that. Mega cool. This super mega awesomely cool. Maybe with that, because it makes it look a little pointy. Maybe we do add these corner ones back that were in here originally. Or them being there. Yeah, I think that actually helps it look a little rounder. We're kind of losing the tree though, but is that okay? Gray Shulker wouldn't load from far away is the problem. It's subtle. Yeah, we're kind of getting like, you can see ground there with it being firm. And you're kind of seeing just like a blur up here, which kind of is giving a little bit of the leaves. I think it's losing the tree, but go off. Yeah. I think it might be a lot of the moss that we incorporated in just added a lot of noise, where when we had a lot more of the tuff up here, I think it helped a bit better. It's not bad. Like it. It's super cool looking. Thank you. I like how it's turned out. Maybe in here we could throw in a little bit of stone too. I feel like that stone brick section is still just really harsh. An oak tree. It's supposed to be like a rendition of the world tree up there. So if you're seeing tree, I'm happy. If you're seeing tree, trim should be more contrasty. That would just blend in even more. Let's try the smooth again. We've used smooth throughout the city elsewhere for contrasty elements, so. Okay, actually, now that we have the smooth back in, I think I like that. It does kind of look Yggdrasil-ish. I always say it wrong, but I think I like this. I think I like this.
Pleased to meet you.
Do the granite ring around the outside to contrast. Yeah, because we have the granite in here that would technically be going here. Technically. Huh. I'm not a huge fan of the granite, to be honest. It's a little too boxy, but maybe if we... A little boxy. Yeah, I don't think we do the granite. I think we just kind of... I think we just exit the granite at the edges. Let the square do its thing. Maybe I could bring it in like here and do that. It kind of does that there. So it kind of has like its like curl out point, so it doesn't just look like it's off somewhere, and then we can do the same here. Kind of curls and opens. That's not bad. Use granite as a trim. I don't think it'll look. I don't think it'll look great. I feel like this is fairly good though. Oh. Sorry. Sorry. This one here feels a little forced. I don't think I'm gonna do it. We're gonna need so much coral. We're gonna need so much coral. When you try a big oak tree, like an actual tree, I don't want anything coming up here, but give me the idea of a tree, and I'm okay with that. I don't need it to be a perfect tree. We also definitely need to add some glow lichen in. So I think I'm gonna go with like a something like that. And then we'll do 2 in the middle too. Give it a little bit more of an oomph. Yeah, I think that's kind of fun. Are you gonna do more of these murals? I don't really have a whole lot of other. Oh, that looks like a tree. I didn't even look at it on the map yet. That's giving tree. That's tree right there. That's giving tree 100% on the map. We don't really have a whole lot of other places for them. Yeah, that works. I'm happy with that. We have the horse statue here. We have like this big granite plaza up here. Total tree vibes. We'll take a tree. Then this whole one, we could do some sort of mosaic-y something out in front of the school here. Excuse me. I do have this little spot down here that we could do something with. We could do some old, like really eroded one down in here, but we've already done that road, so I don't really want to do it again. We could always make space for more up in like the fancier district area. That can always work. Very readable as a tree, yeah. How about lichen on the corners to blend them in, then those L parts of the trim? I kind of like the little like bump out now that we have this being so sharp. It was giving like, what I was getting before we added those in was getting like a circle that's like this. Like I was giving like very low poly circle. Oh, I just deleted something. What did I delete? Oh, I'm assuming it's that. So, yeah, I think we'll leave that. Yeah. Not that I'll ever see it from up here, but like, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, that's giving tree from out here when you're not zoomed in. When you're not zoomed in at all, like up here, that looks like a tree. That 100% looks like a tree. I say the only thing that we could change potentially is bringing one of these sides down. Because right now it was just kind of giving a flat line for where the earth was. I want it to feel a little bit more like it's high up on things. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better, but maybe we need to step it by 2. So it just kind of has a slight step off at the edge there. Yeah. And then this one over here. Do that. City should have more murals about the World Tree. Yeah, I would love to add more in. I just need to get the buildings filled out, and then if we have open spaces, we can do them. Elden Ring vibes, big old tree. Yeah. Vibes. Dude, I've been wanting to play Night Rain so much. I'm trying to convince all my buddies to get it. I think Ollie and Pix and I are going to play again tomorrow. I don't know if we're streaming yet, but we are planning to play Night Rain tomorrow, which I'm very excited for. Are you a New Papyrus? No, New Papyrus is... we're in the city of Path right now. New Papyrus is way over this way. So we're over in the eastern part of the world right now. Okay, cool. I likes it. Now for this building here, I don't really know what I want it to be. Originally it was going to be like some big opera house, but I didn't have the space, so it's kind of just turning into like a merchant of sorts. Maybe this could be an inn or something. We do have an inn right over here that's pretty good size already, but I don't know. They're making the stump 1 block longer, like coming down. Like that. Tavern? Yeah, it could just be a big tavern. How was your Sunday? It was pretty good. Went over to some friends, ate dinner with them last night, chilled out by a fire, and played cornhole. It was great. Make it a bakery? I don't think a bakery would make sense right here in the middle of the town square. Like, this is very, very central. I feel like I want something that's like a community based. Smeltery. We're just gonna do like a little simple chimney here for now. We'll come back and change it up later, most likely. I don't think we're gonna actually have fire coming out of this one, so we can just do that. Various sellers all putting their own things to bid on. An alchemist guild. A sword maker. When you build a university, I'm not too sure yet. I haven't planned it out much more than where it's at right now. So around this, we currently have a stable. We have an inn, that's that whole building. We have the post office. We have a barbershop. We have an alchemist. We have an herbalist, which are kind of these 3 buildings here. We have the Merchants Guild here. We have a baker up there. We have the clockmaker and another mechanic brother. We have a school. And then we're kind of in the upper city area. Below these buildings, this is just kind of like a student learning building. Honestly, I kind of think I need to redo what's in the inside of it, because it's literally just you walk inside and there is just a tree and some seating around it for birds. I don't know. If I get inspired, we'll change that. We have the color storage area here. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's going to be. Down here we have a candle shop. We have a gold shop. We have a copper smithy. We have a... I feel like a stonemason wouldn't make sense here because they'd be in the factory district. If you're having a stonemason, they need a work yard, and there's no work yard in here. Even if you're doing like a sculptor or something, they need to have like a worker's warehouse of sorts. That'd be like the big one. I do like the idea of a pub/tavern, especially near the inn. Yeah, I think... Is it Anima or Jinxie we're building this one in with? I think Tay is also working on it. But y'all had like a little seating area down here, right? I'm pretty sure. And then it was like rooms up above. Painters Guild? A bank? We could do a bank. Does a bank seem like a good idea to a lot of people? How are we feeling on the bank? Also, McClaw, if I missed it, thank you for the 11 months, dude. I really appreciate that. Seeing a lot of people say bank. I just want to make the Jasmine Dragon now. Yeah, let's do a bank. We'll make this into a bank. How do we make it look like a bank? So we're going bank. We want to go kind of fancy. Fancy. Let's go with the bank, and let's try and bring in like a lot of the elements that we used on this guy for being fancy. So we have like our exposed copper window trims, and brick and mud could work. I think a bank should be bigger or grander. It's a pretty big building in here. The entrance isn't the most grand, but this is a pretty big building. You stop. Yeah, but the floors aren't tall. That's true. Yeah. That would be here. We could have you come in and drop down a step. And that would give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Modern gym. Yeah, we'll just throw a bunch of treadmills in. It's just kind of tucked away to be a bank. It's on the main road. Like, this is the main road through the city. It's not like Grand Central like that building is. Like, it's definitely on the edge. But yeah, maybe a bank is a little too much. A small bookstore. I feel like I want something more than a bookstore. Yeah, we'll add a bunch of market stalls and things after we finish the buildings. Cat. Maybe a jeweler. Pot workshop, like pots. We already have a few pottery buildings in it there. Tax office. Pharmacy. Post office. Post office is literally right there. Pet store. Yeah. Barnes and Nobles, they sell Legos. True. They do. Amethyst shard dealer, Home Depot. Probably don't need one of those. Clothing shop. We could do a tailor. This could be a tailor. We don't have a tailor shop anywhere nearby. That could be a possibility. All right. Tailor shop is... Why am I so, like, hesitant on picking what this one is? I'm either on, like, tailor shop or going for a, like, pub right now, I feel like. Like some sort of tavern. And we're just, I guess the backside is disappearing into the mountains, so we don't need to be too accurate about it. Pub with outdoor seating, we don't really have a... I think we go for a pub. I feel like we're going to complicate it too much if we do anything else. So we'll drop it down a step when you come inside. We'll do that. We'll just drop ourselves down. That's gonna be there. The fireplace will bring you in. Then we can just delete all this. How to make it brighter? A little bit brighter. Delete. Delete. Excuse me, Mr. Zombie. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then for the floors, I usually just throw light gray concrete in. Yeah. Okay, we'll just leave that in here for now. And then this can be an interior, ready to go. Super interior. Woo! Interior done. Zombie is the pub owner. Mm-hmm. Has to be cozy on the inside. Well, we'd have the beams coming across and everything, so your ceiling height would be like here, and get a big fireplace over in this section. Just block that for the fireplace. So yeah, we'd be able to make something big and cozy in there. And this would be like blocked off with like a kitchen or something back there, most likely. So let's give them a second chimney that comes up. And turn this into a little... Actually, this one doesn't need to be quite as big. Something like that. This can be for like a cooking fire. I am thinking here though. We do give them a little balcony. Why not? Give them a little bit of something. Forgot that I had extended out an extra one on the front there. Those are coming up to the same point there. Then we need to also do that here. Send this down. And where's that line up? Here. Easy. Okay. Progress. Slowly. Slowly. Embassy for new papyrus students. I feel like if we want an embassy, we can do it a little bit closer to where the students actually would be if we're doing it for like for the theme of being there for the students. I feel like we can make it a little bit closer. There's that. I'm gonna block this whole section in here with some oak for now. I'm trying to color block things more instead of just like sending it. And I don't know if it's worth it or not all the time, but it does kind of give a little bit of peace of mind. Ugh. Ugh. If we're doing like pub, we probably would want to do like, I don't know, some extra wide windows, give them a little bit of view, a little bit of natural light coming into the pub itself. Probably not a whole lot of natural light. Just like a little bit, because I don't know, dark and seedy pub could be kind of a vibe. saw someone over the weekend that just looked just like you. It could have been me. I don't know. You never know. Please use the upper city build style. I feel like we're on track with what we do up here, but yeah, we'll keep working off of all of it. I feel like the upper city build style is almost like what I've grown out of it a little. I don't hate it, but I've definitely have grown out of it. Not really in a good or bad way. I haven't caught up in a few years. The city really grew. Yeah, the city is it's definitely farther ahead in the creative world than it is in the survival world, but it's growing. It's getting there. Really going with the upper city style. It would be bam, 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 bam. Already have one on my hotbar, but we got another. That's upper city build style right there. There's so many buildings now. Yeah, I'm excited for the like the possibility. There's a possibility of actually, if we like really push, I can get the entire city finished this year. I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't really personally like to do city, but like that's an episode down there to finish that up. That's an episode right there to finish those. And that's probably not including all the interiors. The interiors are going to take a lot longer to get done afterwards, but like we'll do one episode getting those in. That's probably an episode in itself up there, getting all of those guys. This would be another episode in here. This would be another episode. Whatever happens up here is probably 2 episodes. And then if we do anything on that edge over there, especially if we do the bridge across, and then like university is probably going to be like 4 episodes to get all of that up there done. This bottom section down here, detailing around the lake, because I'm kind of counting the lake as part of the university. If I want it, I want the entirety of the lake detailed around and all that, like below and above for all these greenery areas. Like all of that goes into the university to me. So like even over here for all these little fields and orchards and everything. Why can't you do a big episode doing all of it? Because that would be extremely boring to watch, because there'd be so much, and also that would be probably 1,000 hours. It's probably close to 1,000 hours of actual in-game building to get all of these things done, and getting all of the resources gathered, finish planning them, all of the etc, etc, etc. To do that and put that all into one video is just a stupid business decision, to be honest. It's just not smart to do. It'd be better for me to be breaking it up into multiple videos. So that's the main reason. It would look cool to see it all in one big one, but we can always do a movie video of like every single city building episode just smacked in there together. I've already done one of those and it didn't do the best, but I could look into doing another one. Trying it again one more time. I'm always willing to give something another try. Ooh, those are actually a block down from where they should be, because floor level is here. Yeah, so I can't make those too tall. They'd be into the floor. I think some people fail to realize how long it really takes to make a single video. It's like 1/12 of the city you have planned right there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if I did all of it in a single video, there would be probably 60, 70 buildings to be made in a single video. And if you think about that, if I were to do all those in a single one, and the video probably would turn out to be 40 minutes, That's less than a minute per building. Like, if you think about it that way, and people always ask me for like, oh, can you show more content for how you did a thing or blah 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 blah, and then we do a video where I'm doing the entire city in a single video. Actually, I don't want to do deep slate up here because we already have that. We'll do tough. But yeah, it'd be impossible to actually keep up with what's going on because all of it would just be it'd be like speed time lapse, or like cut and be like, hey, so I just finished building another 10 buildings. Let's go look at them real quick. Aren't they cool? Okay, cool. We did that. Let's keep going. Move. So, not my style of content. Would be simply put. Alright, let's get the rest of this placed in here. You're going to be full blocks coming out here. You're going to be little shrubby boys. I just watched one of the videos from your long-term survival series. Brought back so many memories. Good old building with fWhip, huh? I can get rid of this. Don't really need that anymore. And then that's gonna curve here. We'll just do that for oak for now. I guess I got rid of one too many of those. That's probably not gonna stay as oak. That looks a little dumb. We missed a deep slate. Oh no. Okay, there's that roof on. We can throw this one in real quick right here. My friends on the YouTube side, click the like button if you haven't already. You got 1,000 people in here right now, and we're almost at 500 likes. So if you can click the like button, I very much do appreciate it.
Pleased to meet you.
Antboy, thank you for becoming a member, my dude. Really appreciate that. Is Twitch better for you in terms of like money? YouTube definitely makes more money for me for streaming, if that's what you're asking. YouTube ad rates are definitely a lot bigger, and most of my audience is just on YouTube to begin with anyways. But I did start multi-streaming this year just kind of out of curiosity. Just to see what would happen if I did it, and it's only been a net positive for me. I haven't had anybody like... I haven't seen any dip in... revenue from like YouTube side like with people jumping ship to go back to Twitch as an example. But I would say on a per viewer basis, YouTube I think is actually technically better if you go for viewers who do not donate, and a lot less people on YouTube donate than people on Twitch do, and that's not like a knock or anything like that. It's just a younger audience. So there's a lot of that in it, but then there's also actually I don't think I want a window here. But per viewer, the ad rate on YouTube is higher than it is on Twitch, so it helps with evening that out a bit. if I want this whole thing to be... I keep falling. I don't know if I want oak for this whole thing. It might actually just be fine, but... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, let's get some inspiration on what could we do. We kind of copy that one. Go to merch for the top. Excuse me, sorry. That's kind of the same over there, and that goes into sand. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Actually, this will be here. And that would be up here if we're just staying consistent with it, even though I guess that's not right on this outside face. Is that the same? Why am I... Yeah, it is. Okay, I just didn't do it right. No, it is one low. Weird. Are those? No, it's here. Sorry. Zowie. I'm into the Island series. I was not expecting the... What was it that came after Island series? I can't remember. But I was expecting to have a little bit more time before, I think, was it Misadventures? Came after the Island series. I was expecting to have some more time between them. So I unfortunately just bad planning on my side to try and start a little mini series like that. It was meant to be just kind of something fun to get through the holidays and enjoy a simple series, just having a good time. And then it just a little bit of my bad. This all needs to be here. We don't need that wood going across the back there. It doesn't go across the front. Getting there. Flower pots, spruce slab, flowering azalea, and let's do some, because we haven't done it for a while, let's do alliums. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. And we can do a little... And then up here, I think I just want to go with like an oak trapdoor in the window. Yeah, just a little simple guy. And we're also gonna do a... That'd be bam, 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 if we did it there. I'm okay with that. I think it looks kind of cool. I don't know. We're just gonna keep trying things until something works. Love the tree. Why not do one for the donkey / mule guild? They kind of have their banner and their setup locations. The tree mule here is special because, you know, the world tree's right above it. If we ever go back to the island, I have thought about it. I haven't made any moves towards doing it, but it's definitely on my to-do list. But I feel like before I get back into doing something like that, I need to put time and energy back into Misadventures. That's my if I'm Not in if, like when I'm doing other series, I need to get back into misadventures first before we start doing anything else. I mean, I feel bad about how little active I've been on misadventures lately, so I'm definitely feeling the desire to get back on there and get recording again and doing a little bit more stuff. Kind of thinking up here at this end, we get rid of that like spruce framing just to get a little bit more of our concrete powder in. And then we can also do it here too. Just that's a very OG texturing thing that we've done in this series.
Pleased to meet you.
So it'd be kind of fun to do it again. A little homage. Mr. Mayo, thank you for the prime. Ooh, and that actually looks really good with a little bit of that in there too. Ooh. Gives that just noisiness to it also. Yeah. Why is no one talking in chat? There's people talking. You did a lot of misadventures. Did you get burned out on it? I'm not burned out on it. I'm waiting for the next update to come. And the dev that we're working with is taking a little bit longer than they initially said.
It's okay. It was a healthy, mature breakup, but I need some good stream vibes now. Thanks for making a great community I can feel comfortable in.
Hey, Tactical Corn, thank you for the 9 months, my dude. Sorry to hear about that, but, you know, sounds like you're at least thinking about it in a healthy way, so that's the best that you can do sometimes. But even I totally understand that even though you're like, oh, it's healthy and mature, it can still suck, and there can still be feelings related to it. So make sure you give yourself some time and space, but hopefully you can have some time to chill. But yeah, thank you so much for the 9 months. I appreciate it. 1 sec, I gotta text my contractor back. Getting somebody to come out and do some work on the house soon, so you know we're gonna go back to construction streams in a bit. Okay. Alrighty, what are we gonna do? How are we doing this? We could go back with the OG style of that. A little extra support on the edges. Yeah, look at us. We're doing the OG stuffs and things in here. 55 tons of tough for his driveway. I wish. No. No, I think we're gonna get our garage remodeled. It was never finished when we moved into the house, so I think we're finally gonna get it finished. Where do you use scaffolding in the windows? These ones, we need to do something else over here. This is just boring. Just such a boring flat face for something that is. Honestly, we could do a balcony out here. That'd be kind of sick. We got a balcony on this side. Why are we only limited to one balcony? Or do we want it to be a two block one? That'd be kind of nice. And that's gonna go there. And then this is going to go no, not campfires. Let's grab a little what slab can we grab? Dark oak might be too dark, but I feel like that contrast could also look kind of sick. something in there. That's not bad. Fills in the space nicely. When in doubt, foliage it out. Exactly, exactly. You've learned. I think the pale oak doors look nice too. I think on this side, I'm gonna purposely leave no windows in it for now,
Pleased
because
to meet you.
I don't really know what's going in here. I'm assuming we'll do some like landscaping or something, bring it forward a bit, but I don't think we'll put any more buildings or things back there. But I don't think it's just gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be very accessible. And if it is, we can add windows later. Luciotis, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate that, my dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. All right, I need to think on this one for a second, and I need to go use the restroom. So I'm gonna leave y'all with the music bumping for a few, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hello, how are we doing? Did we click the like button while I was gone? I hope so. Okay. A beer garden. We could... actually... I gotta roll out my wrists. Oh. What can we do here? We can do something like this. And then we could take our little wall that we have here and just bring up some stone. We would lose this window, but that's okay. And then we top it with this. You got me thinking on the outdoor beer garden. You got me thinking. I can just delete this. What am I doing? But then we go from here to like here. Then we can take this as a tough wall across the back for our actual retaining wall. And then this, we just kind of smooth it down here. We'd have to finally get rid of these guys. We'd have to finally move them somewhere. The horror. Because then this could also be like a little walking route. We could have a little exit out the back of it that they could use to get to the upper city area, so it kind of has like a little walking path that would connect it, you know? But then this entire layer here, we just... Actually, I want to bring it down one more. Because now we can take this whole layer here. It would be nice to get rid of these guys so that we no longer have grumble pillager sounds every time I go into my color storage room. That would be kind of nice to have. Happy gas evacuation. We're gonna do stuff with the happy gas eventually. I don't have a whole lot of desire to update right now, but we will get to the happy gas stuff soonish. I'm excited for the happy gas, but it's not one of those where I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna use this so much that I want to update right when it's available. It's more of like, okay, yeah, once all my mods get updated, then I'll get in there and start using it. But as far as it goes right now with what they've kind of shared that it can do and everything, I'm like, dang it, it'll be cool, but I also will probably use it for a decent while, then be like, yeah, I'm done for now. I had a great time. I'll be back when I'm ready to use it more. You know? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from Happy Gas right now. Should have used coarse dirt to begin with. I've been wanting to figure out a way to do like an outdoor like market area with like a bunch of benches for eating and like food stalls and stuff, so we could kind of do that back here. That could be kind of a fun vibe. Please touch the grass. Why do you want me to touch the grass? Touching grass is scary. Why would I touch grass when I don't have to? Oh, that's I'll go here. Can't make me. I touched grass all weekend, and I have to go touch grass this afternoon. I don't want to touch more grass.
Pleased to meet you.
Yay. New fWhip heart.
Mandolin, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Outdoor cafe. This can be like a beer garden. More so beer garden than cafe. I'm thinking like long tables. Like I'm thinking like take one of these. Actually, let's just add some benches to it. What do we want to use for a bench? What's a good little bench block? Probably jungle. Maybe every single one is a little too boring. Thinking like this, you know? Right? Medieval grills too. Yeah, we could do like we can carve this back a little farther and have them have like a little cooking area here. Yeah, let's do that. I don't need these guys in this world. You're free. And we'll need to get some sort of a stair up in the back. For now, I think honestly it would just be kind of nice to have like some. We do like a bam, 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 boop, 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 boop. And this can be kind of the way that we get out of here to walk over into that upper district area that I mentioned. That would be kind of fun to do. Oh no, my Halloween skeleton! Oh no! He can die, that's fine. You want to see my mod list? It's posted in the Discord. If you'd like to check it out over there, you're more than welcome to. Brick. We can make something better than this. Do like a big outdoor cooking oven. Take the idea that I kind of use over in New Papyrus. Have it be like a smoker there. Actually, have the smoker here. We're bringing that up. Bam, 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 bam. Be here. Kind of like that. Yeah, I'm thinking a campfire underneath it could get a little bit of extra smoke. Pretty sure I did something like this almost, so it had like a way to seal itself. Yeah, we'll do that. That works. And then they probably wouldn't be using... We'll give them some... extra table. And then they'll probably have a tent here so that they could be out of the sun, you know? If they're out here working. And they also wouldn't want people dropping on above them. But we can make it kind of fun instead of just being like... slab roof. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just make it campfires. Oh, dang it. Stack. And there. I want to have them have the wall on them. So if we just take like a mud brick for now, do this, we can take that guy, and then I want to do this, and we will send him down to there, because then we get that cool little like line at the top of it. And then if we clone these guys, well, I guess I needed only 2 for the side. That kind of works a little bit better. A little baby table. Yeah, they'll get a little something. And then we need to get some barrels. We get some tripwire hooks. We need to get some stairs, probably. Trapdoors. Scaffolding. Flower pots. Mangrove leaves. Sorry about the bush. I don't know. Got a little garden-y space over here. Kind of semi-well kept, but a little overgrown. And back here, we're probably gonna have like keg. Tripwire hooks on 2 of them. Actually, I like to use the end of a bamboo block because it looks a little bit like bottles, almost like a wine rack of sorts. So thought we could do that in here. Remember when you had to build everything by hand with no mods? Yeah, it just went slower. It's the exact same thing. It just goes slower.
Pleased to meet you.
Waffle, thank you so much
Outdoor
for
tavern.
the membership.
Outdoor tavern.
Yeah, we're getting there. Slowly. Doing our best. And I can't remember who did this. But we'll do our big pizza. That's our big pizza grabber. Just throw that in there, pull the pizza out. Somebody did that in one of the interiors in the city, I remember. Let's go with some chains. I want to get some lighting coming up. So that we can have a little bit of overhead. I feel like having chains going across overhead could be kind of cool. So we do this and just send him to the building. That could be kind of fun. And we could say do it like every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that ends us right here. It's close enough. And then to make it look a little bit better for hanging something, we could just do a bottom slab from it, and then we could hang something from that, and then do like 2 of these on it. Separate them. Yeah, I guess by 4 that works. That'll work. And then we need to get a lantern, probably. I kind of want to go with soul lanterns, though. I feel like the blue light could be kind of cool. And we can throw some candles and things on the tables, too. And we'll offset them a little, so we'll have... Try and... It's kind of a cool vibe. And then we'll take some, just for the new papyrus colors, we'll take some of these, go in the middle of each table, and we'll do like a 1, 2, 3. And they can also have a little 2 right over there. Why not a combo of soul and regular? I feel like the regulars, they give so much light sometimes that I'm like, it's not really my favorite. Especially when I'm trying to add a ton of them. When I add too many of them, and then I'm just like, yeah, it was a lot. I don't want to block that. Maybe kind of our way in. I need a little chest over here probably for monies, and we'll just give them a little actually we will change that out here to just something so they can like block it, you know, so nobody can just like walk in from that way. So survive back here. I feel like it's kind of a fun one. Some paintings on the wall. It'd be outdoors though, so I don't know if it would work out. I feel like I'd rather do like some overgrowth or something. Like a small tree or something right over out of this point, I think could be kind of cool, but I'm not too sure. Kind of jumping around to do other things for now. That and put these little guys in where we need them while I'm thinking about it. I would put you like right up above the park here. Hanging leaves. You're doing creative to build a world for hardcore? Yeah. So I have a hardcore world that we're on day 10,250, and for me, I like to pre-plan my builds before I do them in the actual hardcore world. So this is a copy of the hardcore world where we have access to creative and everything like that, and so I can kind of plan out, figure out the builds, and just mess around and honestly just have fun playing Minecraft and building and not worrying about the rest of it. And then I get an idea of what I want to do, and then we jump back into the hardcore world itself and start implementing a lot of these things as we're going. So I do a lot of creative planning before I actually like do the building and survival. Just for me, it's more fun. I have a lot more fun playing Minecraft this way, so just gonna play Minecraft how I enjoy it. The big part, I guess. Here we can give him a little firewood pile. Can you add more in your Mediterranean village in your next episode? Next episode's already almost done, so no for there, but I do plan to get back over there soon-ish. Hey, Ixie Pixie, welcome on in. And then we go, why did I use so many pottery sherds in this build? Yeah, but I don't use the sherds typically. I just put the blank pots, and then if I want to add the sherd in after, I'll do it. But yeah, I ain't crazy like y'all. Stack up something in here.
Hello, many greetings.
Tactical Corn, thank you for the 5 gift subs, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I feel like the signs in the serving station should be white. They're usually are at ramen stands. And I'm like, well, this isn't a ramen stand, but I was thinking like here on the front we could open it a touch so you'd get a better glimpse in.
Hello, many greetings.
We could do that here.
Hello, many greetings.
Next episode's gonna be hardcore again. I want to get on Misadventures soon. I think we're gonna do some
Greetings.
streams over there. I honestly want to do a creative planning stream for Misadventures soon. I think that'd be kind of fun. I feel like I don't have a whole lot of direction for where I want to go next on it, so I think I need to actually spend some time in a creative copy and just do some planning, mostly for the that's a lot. We're gonna just fill this in, get rid of that, turn that back to stone. But I want to start planning out the Road Builders Guild, and I think I want to do that on stream. I think that'd be fun. Almost 2 hours for one building in a plaza. I'm not rushing. There is absolutely no reason to rush through building a Minecraft build. I would rather spend the time and get something that I like and that I'm happy with and that I enjoy looking at and don't want to redo later than rush through it and be like, oh my god, this looks stupid. So. Are you doing Celsius? Yeah. Got the tropical vibe today. The sparkling starfruit pineapple edition. I don't know. Little storage something in the corner there. Honestly, you're a lot quicker than me when building. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people... I feel like I actually build pretty quick. Like, I feel like I design things really quickly. Like, I'll be watching some friends that are streaming. Like, I think Germsy Boy is one of the only other people that I see, like, consistently doing creative streams. And some streams, I feel like he gets a million things done. Other streams, I feel like he spends 3 hours, like, working out the curve of a single line. And then... But I'm... So I feel like it's all, like... It's very relative to however you're in the moment. Like, if you're not feeling like flying through and doing everything, you don't really make a whole lot of progress unless you come in with like an idea ready to go of what you want it to look like. Which I don't really care too much to have a whole ton of this stuff sorted before I come on stream, because what's the point of it then? If I come to stream with a full pre-planned thing, especially in this mode, I feel like that kind of loses a little bit of the fun vibe of doing this on stream, is that we got to figure it out together. And like, I came in with the idea that I was like, I want to do a tree here, but I didn't know anything else that I wanted to do for it. So I feel like that opened it up to being something that we can work on together and have fun doing some building. Or if I came in with full plans about how everything's gonna look, why not just make it into a video, you know? The only one faster is Joel, or he just doesn't sleep. Oh, he just doesn't sleep. No, that man, I don't know how he builds so fast. I still, to this day, don't understand how Joel makes so much stuff in Minecraft. Also, Sausage, though. Sausage builds so much faster than I do. And that, but I would say with Sausage, though, a lot of his builds, there's a mythical Sausage build style. And that's like great for him. He's got a full brand built around him that he's made over the years that is just like, this is the build style that he does. And a lot of it has very similar, like 3x3 or 5x5 types of texturing to them or shaping to them. So a lot of his things you can break up into small pieces and move them and rotate them and just put them into a different build, and they kind of work throughout. A lot of his different builds are all kind of the same theming as far as the general shapes and things go. So his come together quickly because he's not like defining new things. Not that he needs to. He's got a great style to it. So his tends to come together a little bit quicker than a lot of people's do, I would say. I think I would like to do that and that. There we go. And then let's grab some regular tough, mossy cobble, and a little bit of stone brick and a mossy stone brick. And our palette is going to be those down into tough brick. So the stone brick's going to be very, very, very small, just for a little bit of highlight. Which we really won't have much because we're underneath the tree, so it doesn't need a whole lot of highlight to it. I want to try and honor that into how we're shading. So that's just going to be throughout here, to be honest. There's a little bit of light right there. We'll do a little bit of mossy cobble. We got a little bit more light coming in here, so we can do a little. And this whole one, I'm just gonna do that. We'll do a little bit there. Perfect. Got rid of a lot of the tough brick, but that's okay. Doesn't necessarily need to stay. When is the next world download coming? The next world download will be at episode 110 to reset the ever 10 episode thing. Or sorry, it'll be at episode 100. I'm working towards episode 100. Episode 95 comes out this week. So the earliest it could be is another 5 weeks because I have 5 more episodes. My guess is it's going to be a little closer to 6 to 7 weeks, based off of other things. I got a trip coming up that I'm probably going to be skipping a week uploading for, just so that I'm not stressing myself out before I go on a family trip. So I'll do my best to keep it consistent and all those, but there might be a week or two here and there over the summer that I take time off and just enjoy summer vibes. So I'll keep y'all in the loop though if I'm skipping a while or something. But yeah, next world download most likely will be a little ways out. Hey, Twizzy, welcome in. I thought I heard somebody in the water. Make it a little bit randomized, I guess, with adding these in. Gives a little bit of framing back. GV, thank you so much for the 20 months. How do you replace a stair with a block in your inventory? So there's a setting in here for Axiom called type replace. You hold Alt, you click into the toolbox, and then you turn type replace on. So it'll keep the type of the block that you're replacing. Very, very helpful. How old am I? I'm 30. 30 years young. What? I turned 31 in a little under 2 months. Almost my birthday. How do you get your hardcore world in creative? You copy the files, and paste the files back. I leave to get my eyes checked, and then you forget I exist. And on my anniversary of being a mod, Elizosaurus, it's your anniversary of being a mod today? Wow. What a special day. What a special day. Also, Stam, I feel like I missed you earlier. Thank you for the 13 months, my dude. I apologize for that. No, that said 2 hours ago. Was that before stream started? No. There's a... Yeah, I feel like I missed so many people. This is one of my favorite builds that you've done, that I've done. This is a favorite build of yours? That's awesome. It's a little overgrown. I think it might be a little too overgrown. I think I'm gonna get rid of that one. Slab. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Okay. And we'll do that. Just want to get a little market stall here. And this one, I'm actually going to change that out to... Let's get some barrels. Let's get some scaffolding. Have like a little barrel, scaffold. And then we could have it have a... Maybe instead of this one, we do a little there. Do that. And we can just grab some trapdoors. Something like this. Bam, bam. So I don't need that in there because that would cover it anyways. And then we could just do a little here, and they have a little entry. What does this one want to sell? What do we want to sell here? Pickles? Who knows? It's like a little snack. Somebody said street fair vendors earlier, right? We got a little street fair. Something or another. Give them some cyan candles. Chocolate covered pickles. What are you eating? Green corn dogs, exactly. Yeah, it's St. Patty's Day. They dyed them. That's gonna create particles, isn't it? Yeah, it is, but that's okay. Be kind of cute to have some buggies flying around. Pickles is a good alternative to 1 million beers. Good choice. Yeah, true. Maybe here. They can have their pickles ready to go. And then... Ah. I kind of want to make it a different color hanging sign. That look weird? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to cherry. Or pale. I think a white sign is fine. Yeah, it continues the white down. And we need a sign for the tavern too. But that looks nice. It doesn't really bring it for. It kind of gives a little visual obstruction of the. But I guess that's only if you're on this side of the street. So if you're thinking like we're coming down in here, it's okay to have a little. It almost encourages you to walk farther to the edge of the street on the other side. And we'll have probably put a few more market stalls in around this space too. They'll look pretty good. We need to get. Does this look dumb? I feel like this might be a little too far sticking out. That's a little too far. We're just gonna do that as the sign. Sure, it's just gonna be a barrel with some signs on it. Why not? How much has been done today? That and that. And that. We're moving slow today. And you know what? I don't care. It's Monday. Do you like Katy Perry and can you sing for us? Old school Katy Perry, great songs. New Katy Perry, I don't know. And can I sing for you? Absolutely not. Backyard looking good, by the way. Yeah, I kind of like that it's just basic. I kind of like how simple it is. I'm almost thinking a slight offset could be better here. So I'd like to grab this and just move that one that way. And I think that slight offset in the tables might be a little bit more visual interest. Yeah, I think that works better. I like that. Yeah. Let's do it. Barrel can be the logo for the tavern, so it doesn't make sense. So it does make sense to a sign. Yeah. Put a tripwire hook on the... We'd have to face it out to have a tripwire hook, and I kind of like it being the front and back with like the iron wrap. I feel like that helps I feel a little bit more connected to this thing. We could, however, change that to there. And do a little like this to give it a little bit more fortify. And then maybe even like they bolted it in back here for some security, so it kind of is connected farther in. Oh. Oh, something like that. That'll work. And maybe the top floor we actually do there. Give it a little bit of like a cap almost. Yeah, I like that. Sorry, Jen. Yeah, I know this song definitely is like one of the most stressful songs you can hear out there. It's really designed to be that way. What about a picture frame with the orange/brown bed to look like a beer glass on the side? I try and avoid item frames. I know signs are still laggy too, but I try and avoid item frames since they're just a little bit more entity lag. And with how much we have going on in the city everywhere, I'm trying to be cautious about how much I detail heavily when it comes to regard to entities. So we'll hold off for now. Oh, excuse me. Actually, let's do a little... That's kind of blocking it. Never mind. Make it look like they're dropping off some beer or something like that. Sorry, didn't want to grab the glow like in there.
Pleased to meet you.
So we can give them like a little... Maybe they're picking up. I don't know. It'll look better on this side though. Starry, thank you so much for the 13 months, my dude. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Have you ever considered military service? I'm running through pros and cons. I don't think it's for me. I've never really considered it. I don't want to get too far into that type of stuff though, because I feel like that's a very touchy discussion. I would say if it is something that you're considering, reach out to your support group, your friends, your family, if they're somebody who you feel comfortable talking to. If not, if you're still in school, there are many counselors that you can talk to about that type of stuff. And if you're not in school, I would recommend like trying to find like a therapist or somebody who you can talk to. That would definitely be somebody who could help you work through that situation with more points of views, and I think it will help you get as great of a decision weighing it out as you possibly can. So that's what I would recommend. If you have the ability to do that, I would recommend doing that. Let's make it look like they're unloading though. So let's grab a little hopper, a fan skate. We're gonna take this barrel off and put him right here. Again, wheeled inside, you know? Yeah, good luck though, Breaker. Good luck on... That's not an easy decision to make any which way. So, take all the time you need to make it. That's what I would say. Let me move that there.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh hey, I'm here. fWhip sip.
Rook Pixels with 17 months at tier 2. Look at you. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. How are we doing today? Thank you. Hope you're doing well. That looks okay to me. And then maybe make it look like they have like one like piled up over here. We could do note blocks in the corner to take this away from being barrels. Otherwise, it's a lot of barrel on barrel on barrel on barrel on barrel action over there, you know? Does that give me the idea that they're bringing it in? They're wheeling it around? Is that kind of vibing? Do you play any other games? I've been playing Expedition 33. I'm so close to being done with it. I honestly might finish it tonight. I'm playing Elden Ring Night Rain, which we might be streaming again tomorrow. I've been talking with Ollie and Pix about playing again. We haven't decided if we're doing on stream or off stream, but I'm really enjoying that. Outside of that, I've been playing StarCraft 2 a bunch again, which has been pretty fun, and so that's been a fun vibe. I think I'm gonna take this. Actually, no. Let's just leave it. I think I like it there. So I've been playing. I am looking for a new game to play though. I think as soon as I finish Expedition 33, I think I'm in need of a new one. Or it's either a new game or I need to start just like spending a lot more time drawing, because I really have gone back into drawing recently, but I'm just like not making time for it. So I think that might be what I end up doing. I'm trying to do like a weekly drawing in digital art. I'm just trying to slowly improve at digital art again. Yeah, there's a world tree like etched into the floor here for a pattern. It looks so much like a tree on here though, which is awesome. On the map, it actually came out as tree, which is cool. Yeah, this is it. It's a square that has a circle etched into it. But yeah, I wanted like the pathway to come through and just make it more interesting as we go. Death Stranding 2 is coming out sometime in the near future. I never played the first one. You should post your drawings. I shared one of them in the supporter and the fWhip art channel a while ago. Is that still supporters only in fWhip art, or is fWhip art full public? I can't remember. I thought it was fully public. Or I think fWhip art you have access if you're not a member, right? Or is it only members? Let me look. I posted it in there a little bit ago. I'm trying to do like studies right now, so I'm very much finding other artwork is full public. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you scroll back a few days on that, you'll see the one that I made. But my goal right now is I'm trying to learn landscape art. I've always been super interested in making landscape artworks. So I'm basically finding ones on Pinterest that I think are really, really cool, and trying to like look at it from side monitor and then re-envision it myself and do that, so I don't have to go through the whole idea generation process, but more just trying to study how to do shading and brush strokes and things like that. Like that's my current goal right now. And once I feel more comfortable in that realm, then I will start moving into making my own stuff a little bit more. I don't know what we're gonna do here, but kind of want it to be a tough building. I've been watching a ton of YouTube artists though. That's been my rabbit hole of YouTube recently, is just constantly, and I mean constantly, having YouTube videos on the side monitor that are all just YouTube artists. I've been watching a lot of Sam Does Art. I mean, I've actually watched his content for years, but I've just been going through and re-watching his catalog. Use the auto shade tool in Axiom. I've used it for some landscapes every once in a while, but it's not my favorite. I find that it's a good base, but you need to still fix it by hand. That's would be my summary of the Axiom auto shade. It's a good starting point, but it still is worth it to go back and do it by hand, or like touch it up. Because there's a hard time I find with like reading space, and if there's like blocks in front of it, so it'll just shade the selection as if nothing else exists in the world sometimes, and that can get you into some points where it's like, yeah, this could have been done better. But that's okay. It's great to have. Don't get me wrong. It's really, really nice to have it. We need to figure out this archway here. I want that to be flat. I feel like if that's flat, it's going to look ugly. That's not terrible. Okay, Mr. Zombie. You're getting a little noisy, bud. Thank you. What song is playing right now? It's called Creator. It's one of the Minecraft soundtracks. Arch is arching. Good, good, good. It's got an arch. Finally joined the fWhip squad. Excited to vibe in there with everyone. Make sure to give the rules a read, but yeah, welcome on in. We do get a lot of trolls that come in and cause some problems, so we tend to be a little bit more strict on the rules and everything. So give them a read, and if you got questions, the mods are usually happy to help. But welcome on in. Kind of cool being able to just see like the there, but then getting more of the full one in the middle. The red is going to change. The red's not staying. That's just placeholder block. But we could maybe turn that into a stair instead. You're saying like I feel like we're doing that. It should be a full block, not a stair. Not opposed. Let's do that for now. Can we talk to the mods? Yeah, they're in chat right now. Inside arch can be more dark. Yeah, I was thinking we'd turn it into deep slate. I just wanted to get the shape in. I like to shape out a one block and then come back in and add texture. Yeah, something like that definitely looks better. The red should stay. I mean, we could do mangrove. could. I mean, we could. And that, oh, that blue guy's gonna come down. I want him to take priority over the diagonal building. Actually, I guess that would still stand through to here. No, it wouldn't. That would be the wall. No? Yeah, it'd go up to there. Okay. And this whole side here needs to come down by one. Oh. This is going to be a fun little garden space in here. A well and a seating area. Yeah, we'll figure out some way to do that. So we also want a little door to get back into it. So we can give them a door right to there that could kind of walk them out that way. It'd be a cool little vibe. Yeah, if y'all think the red should stay, we can not do red concrete, but we can... I'm happy to change it to mangrove. Red concrete's just a little too vibrant for my liking sometimes. We can do mangrove, we can do netherrack to texture it, we can do strip mangrove. We got a lot of options in the red palette that we can bring into here to... We can do red terracotta to get some highlights in too. We got options. I don't think I have time to finish this one though, unfortunately. Got somebody who's supposed to call me in 10 minutes. I thought I'd be done with stream by now, so I told them 1:45, and now it's 1:36, and oopsies. We have been live for 2.5 hours though, so it's fine. What part of path we're in? We're kind of in the middle city right now. The color factory is right there. Stained glass factory. My first auto factory. Instead of this, we could just take mangrove. Well, no, I don't want to get the roof. No, the roof's already done. Mangrove planks. Bam. Bam. Oh, are we getting... Yeah, we're getting spammed, aren't we? Sorry, mods. Y'all can delete them. I appreciate it. Sorry for the spam. Y'all, it's just... We're getting a stupid crypto bot scam in here. Don't buy anything that they're saying. You're only going to lose money. Thank you, mods. Y'all the best. Yeah, because we could say... that to... Netherrack kind of fits in here. Maybe netherrack fits a little darker. And then red terracotta can fit in right here. We gotta use those as our texturing ones in here. Missed it? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll get this side situated real quick, but then I gotta run. Sit there and wait for a phone call, you know? Fun vibes. I want to get rid of that, and I want to copy it again so I can get the vertical only one. You know what? For the halfway point on this floor, I think I want to change it out to being... I'm going to go dark oak for now, but we might change it later. Oh, that was supposed to be Keisha. Here, one sec. Somebody's calling me. Alrighty, friends. I think on that note, I actually got to end the stream here because delivery guy gets here in a few minutes. So that's a great news. But then I got to go handle the rest of the stuff. So we will call it here, and we'll pick back up next time we're in the creative world, just working on the same stuff most likely, or I might finish up in between. Who knows? We will find out. I like it. We got a good vibe. We got that coming in. We got a lot of good stuff done today. So I really appreciate y'all being here. I got to jump in out of here then. Thank you so very much for hanging out on the stream today. Sorry for an abrupt end here, but with that, my friends, I hope you all have a lovely afternoon. We'll be live again on Wednesday. Maybe Misadventures live stream on Wednesday. I'm not too sure. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. See where the vibes are. If other people on the server will most likely be over there. Or maybe we'll do some creative planning for it. I'm not too sure. We got a big old castle to build there, so we'll see how it goes. But thank you so very much for hanging, my friends. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye.